welcome back to Better Than Yesterday. My name is Daniel, a co-host here at the show, and today I'll be interviewing Brandon. He's going to give us his surname because I just struggle to pronounce it.
It's actually Brandon Goagoseb.
Yes.
It's a
Okay.
cultural surname.
Great. Great to have you here today, and yeah, I'm looking forward to picking your brain and just seeing how you are and like where you're at in life, and with you being a really influential person here in our community, Rehoboth. We were just like, we know you and we know you as OB and the fitness guy, but today we just want to jump in and get to know you a little bit better. Yeah, so we know you running Next Level Fitness, and
Yes.
it's been doing well. It's a boot camp that I go to myself, and it really helps me with my fitness journey. But something that I noticed is it's not just there for fitness, but
That's
you
true. It's true.
you really help us with like our mental health as well. So it's not there just to grow with your body, but it's there to grow in like total as a human being. So yeah, tell us about yourself and yeah, where you started as a young man and up to where you are now.
Sure. I think when you get to my age, it's kind of like a lot of things
Yeah,
you have to tell about yourself. I think it's a lot, but
Mhm.
I'll just take out the highlights. So I grew up in Rehoboth. I am from Rehoboth, although not a lot of people believe that I'm from
Yeah.
Rehoboth. No, I'm from here.
Okay.
Grew up here, school here, but I started to work at a missionary organization, Running Kids Center. They are busy in the community doing great work.
Yes.
So I started working there as a youngster. I was still a teenager, and like I couldn't finish school. I didn't finish school. I only went up to grade 10. Tried everything that I could, but didn't pass. I still don't know why, but that didn't keep me back. That's the
Yes.
important part. And then they had a question like, "Hey, what do you wanna do next? Like, are you just gonna be here and just be part of the system, or are you gonna do something else with your life?" Because they saw already that I was a visionary at that age.
Yes.
So they were like, "Hey, there's this organization in South Africa. It's called YWAM. It's a mission organization. We go there, just go learn about life and be a missionary." And one of the things they also say, they are girls. So, one needs motivation.
Yes,
So I went
exactly.
there. A long story short, I finished my like a DTS discipleship training school. I finished it, and with that, I went to because I was staying in South Africa. I went to Brazil for my outreaches, and then when I came back, I started working there again. Continued working there, and then went back to South Africa again to do like staffing because I wanted to staff as well. And with that, I again went back to Brazil. So I was there twice. But why is this a highlight of my life? It's because that changed my perspective of how I view things. Also, the knowledge that I have now, it's because of that journey that I made. Because I believe that if you are just stuck in one place, if you are just in one town the rest of your life, you don't have that view of like a world view whereby you see the world from another angle, like how other people see it. And it's very important, even if you don't go out of the country, to just go out of your town, go out of where you are, just go stay somewhere for a few months, and then you will see what kind of a person you become. Because people can influence you, situations can influence you, circumstances, locations that can influence you. So that was the highlight. When I came back, I decided actually to come back to Namibia to help out my mom because she wasn't working anymore. And at that point, I was like, what should I do? So I started working at a kids shelter. I think I did that. I worked there for like 2 months, I think. And I got this invitation at the gym, like they are looking for people. I can go get an interview. And I went there. At that time, I just know a little about fitness. I just knew, okay, squats, crunches, setups, pull-ups. I didn't know a lot. It's because I'm also someone that's very sportive, so I knew some stuff, but I was not into like fitness, like to coach and. But I was like, this is something that I want to do. Let me try it out. So I went for an interview. Luckily, I got the job, and I gave myself 2 years to study the industry, 2 years to see what's the ups and downs, what the community likes, what the people like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I took that 2 months as an internship because I knew I was gonna do something bigger than that. I was
Yes.
gonna like move on at a stage because
Yeah.
we are gonna get to that, but like because I believe in next level. You know, you cannot just stay at one level. You cannot just do something for like the same thing for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Exactly.
It gets boring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And for people that are like very visionary, like they have to level up. They have
Yeah.
to do something new. It's all about executing your plans, your goals. So once I was done there at the gym, I started the company Next Level Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the beginning, it was like, sure, what if I put myself into? You know, people always said, hey, it's not gonna work. There are a lot of boot camps and people doing fitness here, and they are still at the same place or at the same level. What are you gonna change? You know, and they also say like, Rehoboth is not a really good place for business.
Yeah.
Like I got a lot of bad feedback or negative feedback from people rather than the positive. But still, I decided, no, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna push through.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna let time see how.
And you're gonna take things to the next level.
Yeah.
That's also something that we can relate to as Better Than Yesterday, because I think Michael and I, we're also like really visionary, and we try and get people on that have the self-improvement perspective, which next level I think it does really relate. And because it's always trying to be better than you were yesterday.
That's true.
And always trying to take it to the next level, not just staying content and staying in your comfortable levels with where you are right now. Just trying to take it further and continue that. And so something that you can like tell the youngsters here in Rehoboth, because even coming from where you were and making it out with grade 10, and you will still be able to go to another country, you didn't give up in life. You could have easily like sat down and said, I'm not passing, but you knew there's always another way. So what's the message that you would like give to youngsters here before we continue with that story?
The message I would give is like, look at yourself. Look at what you really want in life.
Yes.
Because what you really want in life is just in front of you. You know, but just to get up from that seat and grab it, it's gonna take all of you. You understand? What I mean with this is like, there are so many temptations, there is so many things just happening around you. You see the lifestyle that other people are living, and we don't have a lot of role models here. People that are really aspired, people that are really dreaming big. So you are not like encouraged to do better. Like you have to push yourself, you have to get up from that seat by yourself, you know, have that discipline. So look at yourself, look at where you are, and ask yourself, is this where you see yourself after 5 years? Is this where you see yourself after a year? Is this the life that you want? And if the answer is no, if you want better, then get up and work for that. It's not gonna be given to you. It doesn't happen like that. You have to get up and you have to go grab it. It's your life at the end of the day. You can also choose to just party the whole life, the 5 years. But after 5 years, you will still find yourself at the same place. So get up and live your life. You know, if you do have dreams, if you really want to go further in life, get up and live it. That's what I can say to young people.
Thanks so much. That's powerful. And in that, it also means like taking charge of your own life, like you said. You have your dreams, but you have to make it happen.
That's the thing.
It's there in front of you, but you have to put in the action towards it. And like you said, with starting your company, like Next Level Fitness, you had a lot of criticism and bad, like a lot of toxic people and like words coming your way. How did you fight through that? How did you not give up in that circumstances? What was there that drove you forward, even though there was not a lot of like positivity at that time?
My biggest motivation would be my daughter. So actually, like, my company also started the same day that my daughter was born. So that day I decided I'm just gonna resign. So I went to my boss. I said, hey, I got a child last night. Actually, it was the day after my daughter was born. I got a child last night, and I don't think working here will help me to sustain. I don't think I'll be able to do that. And it was like, nah, you will still get the same salary. Nothing is gonna change. It was your own decision to have a child. And I was like, no, then I'll quit. So when I started my company, although it was tough, my daughter was there to motivate me. Because every time I was just looking at her, I was like, nah, I ain't giving up. I'm not gonna give up on this. I'm not gonna give up on this dream because I'm doing it for her. And if I give up now and I'm just going back to step one, I'll still be struggling to raise this child.
Yes.
I wanna give her what I can give her. I wanna give her the world. I wanna give her everything that I can. So that was my motivation. Negativity was there, of course, but I could take that negativity and I would just look at my daughter and I'll be like, no, I'll keep on pushing. It's not gonna stop me. So my daughter was my biggest motivation. And
Yeah.
up to today, I'm doing better now, better than how I was, in the beginning. She's still my motivation.
Yes.
And I think after I make the millions, she'll still be my motivation. Because I look at her and that's life, man. That's joy.
Yes.
And you want to live another day.
It gives you purpose.
It gives you purpose.
Yeah.
It gives you purpose.
Yes. And so, like, having her as the motivation, because there was also other boot camps, what did you decide to do differently? And because you've made a success of where you are right now, and it is just going to keep growing, and it is growing. So what did you see that you can do differently from these other boot camps, just to put yourself on another level?
I think like my biggest was like coming back or coming out of a missionary background. When I was a missionary, I always helped people.
Yes.
I was always building up people. I was motivating people, and starting a boot camp, I just took that principles, being there for people. So of course it was there to make money, but eventually I was helping people more. Making them feel comfortable, making them feel like they love themselves.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, you have to. It's not just about the money you make, but it's about what you do in someone's life. And I think you have mentioned it before, but it's also a mental aspect of it. Of course, people love to see the results, but you also have to make them believe in themselves, make them love themselves. So that was already a change. So a lot of people were just talking, hey, Brandon's bootcamp, that's where I want to go. Because like they are happy, they are talking about life. And some people would just say, oh, is that person also at that bootcamp? Wow, I want to also go there because I want to experience that joy.
Yeah.
So what I did there, I don't know how other bootcamps run it. I've really not done my research that good, but what I do best is to invest in people's lives.
Yes.
Mentally, physically, emotionally, I invest into their lives. And at the end of the day, I'm also learning from this.
Yes.
I'm also growing as a person. But to see them happy, to see them changing, for me, that's more than enough. That's more than enough. So I think a lot of people come to my bootcamp because of that, because they come and find happiness, and it's not happiness that I'm giving, but it's happiness that is already within them. I'm just helping them to take it out, to see. So I think that's the key of success when it comes to my bootcamp, especially.
Okay, that's great. And I know that just earlier this year, you also invested in our company, HNB.
Yeah.
You became a shareholder there. So you definitely have that vision towards seeing potential in other people.
Yeah.
Like you said, bringing it out. And also like in the financial side of this business. So yeah, where do you see yourself like going towards the future? What can you tell us, like what plans do you have? Like you talked about looking 5 years ahead, looking 10 years ahead. And that's important for a man and for like just for a person, a woman as well, just to like see yourself in the future and not just right now. You have to definitely have goals for right now, for the next month, for the next year, but these goals should be based on like a longer goal, which is like 10 years. So yeah, where do you see yourself, man?
So my plan is to have different revenue streams.
Yes.
That's my goal. That's my vision. Bootcamp is my baby. It's the foundation of everything.
Yeah.
But I also plan to have something other than the boot camp, other than
Yeah.
fitness, and that's why I've invested in your company because
Yeah.
I see potential, I see growth, and it's also to socialize and be around people that are also crying out with such a heart, you know,
Mhm.
people that are ambitious, people that want to
Yeah.
go forward in life. So that's also why I decided now let me just join up with you guys because you inspire me as well. So that's the thing, the company. Apart from that, I also invested in a netball team, Rehoboth Netball Club, and that's also to help them, you know, to grow.
Exactly.
But also for me to see how I can invest into the society.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a win-win, you know. I'm also a farmer.
Yeah. So you're
Yeah,
into agriculture.
yeah, I'm into farming, so I'm also investing in my farming a lot. Like that's also going well.
Yes.
Near future, I also want to see what I can do in terms of like just getting other businesses also while to get involved. I want to see how many people I can get into my company in like investing. How many people I can get into my company because I want to have different branches in my company
Yeah.
whereby we are doing nutrition, we are doing clothing, like different stuff, you know, but just under one umbrella. That's what I want to do. So if somebody comes up like, hey, I have this idea, do you think we can do it? And if the idea fits the company profile, then I want to jump in and I'll say, hey, let's do it, you know. Of course, we'll look into it and we'll see if it's really something that will work, but that's my plan. I don't believe that I will do this alone. I don't believe in just a one-man team.
No.
Like, I want to have a team, group
Yes.
of people that can come on board, people also that are dreaming, you know, that
That are
wants to,
like-minded.
yeah, that are like-minded. So that's my goal. My goal is to have this next level fitness company, like have branches, different branches, you know, and having different young people working together. That's my thing. I don't know. One day when I'm not there,
Yeah.
I still want this to continue. You understand?
You have a legacy.
Yeah, to have a legacy.
Yeah.
Maybe my daughter one day will also take this and move to the next level. But eventually, at the end of the day, this is bigger than me.
Yeah.
You know, what I do is bigger than me.
Exactly.
And it's not gonna die with me, it's not gonna end with me. If I decide to stop now, it's still gonna continue. Do you understand? So that's what I look at to making next level fitness a big thing.
Yeah.
And God knows how it will come to pass.
You have to dream big.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like you said, God also plays a big role in your life, like getting advice from him, and just living your life and your purpose within His will for your life. So the last question I have for you here is: you're already making a difference in the community, like for example, investing in the netball team, also with the boot camp, changing people's lives through exercise, and just building them up, helping them to believe in themselves. What else like is your vision towards just improving Rehoboth as a community and taking it further into Namibia?
Sure. So I partnered up with Ivani. I think you know Ivani. She's having a charity organization.
Okay.
There to care. So I partnered up with her because that's also a way for me to give back to the community.
Yeah.
I was looking into like starting my own, but I was like, no, let me just partner up with somebody that is already doing it. She's a great person. I just love the drive that she has behind her organization. So I was like, I'm gonna join her and we're gonna see how far we can go. So that's something that I wanna do in the community. And this is, I mean, I'm a businessman, and sometimes as a businessman, you look at profits. What are you making? What's happening? But this is also something that doesn't make profit, but this is a heart, you know. This is for the love of the people. It's love for what we do for the community, and as a community developer as well, you love what you do. You know, you love these people, and it's what I want to do. And I mean, the business part is for my profit and to sustain my life. But apart from that, if I can just move that, I would just like to focus on the community and just build up the community. That's my dream, you know. So that's what I'm busy with now, and that's what I'll be doing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, thanks for joining us today, Brandon. It was really a privilege to have someone from Rehoboth and a young man who's definitely still got a lot of potential and who's doing good things here and who's got like and visionary mindset who's adding high value to this community. So I hope that you guys today you could have enjoyed listening to a fellow guy from Rehoboth, our community, and just hear that and see that there is people in this community that wants to make a difference and that wants to take things forward, that has big dreams, that has big goals, and that are willing to put in the work to achieve them. So yeah, I hope it can inspire you to also just join with us. And yes, in the comments you can communicate and always reach out, because we as a
Yeah,
community,
we're there. We're
like
there.
you said, just to help each other. It's not a one-man show.
Yeah.
We have to really build and just build up each other, be there just to be supportive and so forth.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was definitely amazing having you here, Brandon. Thank you for your time, man.
You're welcome, man. And if somebody has questions regarding the boot camp or just how they can be involved in what I'm doing, one of the programs, it can be a charity program, or it can also be just joining the boot camp, or something else. If they have a dream or something that they want to start, or something that they would like to sit down and talk about, I'm here. I'm available.
Yes.
We can talk about it. We can see how we can put your plans into existence. We can look into that. So just reach out, talk to me, and we see. At the end of the day, we can help each other, and we have to help each other.
Yeah.
So
So thanks guys for listening and tuning in. It was amazing. So yeah, with this we say goodbye and much love from Better Than Yesterday. Cheers.
Cheers. That's bye, bro.